We're going to call Ben Mintz.
Let's put full screen of Ben Mintz just to get a face
This
to
is
this
Ben Mintz. This is my
man.
friend. I've known him. He went to Ole Miss. I went to LSU. His roommate, his best friend, was brothers with my best friend. So his best friend is a guy by the name of Mac Ledbetter. My best friend is a guy by the name of Land Ledbetter. It's kind of confusing. Land Ledbetter, Mac Ledbetter. It's hard to say their names. But I was roommates with Land Ledbetter. He was roommates with Mac Ledbetter, who were brothers. So when we would go to Ole Miss, we'd hang out. I've been with Ben. I've gambled with Ben. I've hung out with Ben. I've been to the casino with Ben. Had beers with Ben. I mean, I would consider Ben a friend, and him and I were friendly. We messaged, and he congratulated me on some videos, and I congratulated him on getting hired there. So it's really sad that I've lost a friendship with Ben, and I'd like to rectify that. So I'm going to use Jimmy as a way to try to broach or repair the burnt bridge and try to fix it. So let's show Jimmy. Jimmy, I texted you Ben's number.
Yep, I'm about to call him.
Okay, call him on speaker. Make sure to turn it loud.
Yeah.
Put it right there on it. Ben better answer. Everybody needs to go tweet at Ben to answer his phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
All right, I'll leave a
message
voicemail.
system.
That is Ben's number.
443 is not available.
Oh shit! You just.
Oh my gosh! Did we just put his number out there?
Well, I'm sure that'll help.
Fuck.
They're going to think we purposely tried to leak his number now, and we didn't even do that. My producer's too much of an idiot to realize. Did you hang up? Did we miss any of the numbers, or did we get every number?
I don't know.
I think I hung up just in time.
We'll edit it out in post.
Oh my fucking god.
We're trying to. I know, Jimmy, and I'm not even mad at you, Jimmy, because that's partially my fault. As soon as you started saying the numbers, I should have said, "Cut it off." That's partially my fault.
Oh,
but I think we just tried to repair the relationship with Ben Mintz, and we just doxed him on accident.
Oh my god. Damn, I was thinking about what I was gonna say. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I'm so sorry if this fucking backfires. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's already gonna backfire. No need to apologize. I can already say this is gonna be bad.
I guess we might as well lean into it now.
People are probably gonna be tweeting at him now that Alex Stein accidentally leaked his number, which I didn't mean to do. That people are gonna think we did a bit right there, Jimmy. They're gonna think that we.
No, I can't believe.
They're not gonna realize that we're just that retarded that we did that.
So sorry.
Jimmy's not that funny.
Oh my god!
Apologize, Ben, if you get any funny numbers.
Ben, I'm so sorry if this. Fuck, I'm so sorry.
Don't cuss in front of your daughter.
No.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, why did that end so weird, Chris? You're fired. All right. Yes, you can get the hell out of here. All right, welcome to Primetime with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and tonight we have an incredible episode. My hair looks kind of funny. I want to look nice, not like our first guest, the one, the only comedian Ari Mannis, as well as Iraq war veteran, the one, the only Colonel Allen West.
Howdy.
So, Colonel West, there's a reason why I brought Ari on this program tonight, and we're going to get into that, but we have to react to some news.
This Adam Sandler lookalike?
Whoa. Yeah, dude.
Shots fired right away.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about Water Boy.
It's hot toddy, H2O. I was not expecting that.
Well, I figure, you know,
he was so quiet and reserved, just showing me his gun before
He's a colonel. He knows how to talk crap more than anybody. This guy.
I do.
Yeah.
In different languages.
Shit.
I can say bang in like 10 different languages.
You win. I'm not doing this roast.
Okay,
match.
but be
You
easy
win
on
the
him.
roast.
He needs your support, but we're going to get into that shortly.
All
and
right.
guys, to start the episode, I have a huge announcement that I'm going to announce after, or I guess right at the end of the show, not after the show, but you'll be able to see it after the show. And I need you guys to share that, and I hope I keep you on pins and needles. But before we get into that, what do you think about Kamala Harris, Colonel West? I mean, is she capable of running this country, in your personal opinion?
Look, let me tell you about Kamala Harris. If you want to understand how great America is, Kamala Harris shows that you can be an absolute dumbass and be the vice president and almost be a president of the United States of America. A person that cannot string together a thought. I mean, you've seen some of these word salads and everything else.
We're going to go through them.
Yeah, you know, and when I was looking at the Democrat convention, they were talking about how she gives me joy. Well, guess who also was getting a lot of joy? Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Ayatollah Khomeini. They're like, please elect this person. So
very scary. Do you think this is a serious question though too? You know, I know this is a comedy show. I thought in the 2016 election, I thought Trump was going to lose because I believe the media, and that's kind of what woke me up. But looking back, I'm like, is America misogynist? So do you think, is America too misogynist to have a woman president?
No, just not this one.
Just not this one, okay.
But then again, you know, what is a woman?
I have no idea.
I mean,
Ari, he knows. Ari's kind of liberal. What is a woman, Ari?
If she's got some nice lips for me to suck on.
That's nuts.
Even if she's hanging wang, that's still a woman, but...
Yeah, no, that's, I'm traditional.
Are you from California?
I'm from California.
Yes, he's a California.
I don't act like it. If someone's got a wiener.
You're born and raised in California. Please tell the Colonel the honest truth.
I don't subscribe to the trans movement.
This guy knows. He knows how to interrogate people. He's going to know if you're telling
I just know that, you know, when you're sitting there and you have a Supreme Court justice, again, supposedly you got to be smart to be a Supreme Court justice.
Supposedly.
And you get asked a question, you know, can you, define what a woman is? And she couldn't.
Oh, Kentucky Brown Jackson. What did she say exactly, though? She said,
I'm not a biologist.
Yeah, I'm
not a biologist.
Yeah. So, do we know that Kamala Harris is a woman? I mean,
I've seen those bikini pictures. Are those AI or real?
Those are AI. But I'd like to see a bikini picture of Michelle Obama. No. All right, but before we get into that,
pass.
You're going to pass on that?
Yeah.
Because she does look like you are a graduate of the University of Tennessee volunteer.
Yeah.
Go Vols.
Go Big Orange.
She looks like she could play linebacker for the Volunteers, right? Or is that rude?
Tight end.
Tight end. She is more of a tight end build. You are right. Okay, let's play shot number 1 of Kamala's interview on climate change.
That the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. We did that with the Inflation Reduction Act.
She's taking credit for the Inflation Reduction Act?
Well, she did cast the deciding vote, but it's kind of interesting that when they came in, inflation was 1.4%, and she was the vice president. It went up to 9.1%. It's still at 3-something%. It hasn't been that much of a reduction.
No.
But the interesting thing, I guess what you just showed was a clip from this CNN interview, which was pre-recorded, in other words, rehearsed and everything, so it really was an interview. She can't even go on an interview by herself. She had to have, that coward Tim Walz with her. But think about, it was like a long time ago, there was this thing called the Dust Bowl. Mm-hmm. Lasted for like 10 years.
Yeah, all the crops, yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of, cars running around. So how do you explain that?
I don't know. How do you explain that, Colonel West?
You can't. Just the same as when I was growing, maybe you guys, I'm 63, maybe y'all don't remember, but when I was growing up in Atlanta, the big thing was about we're going back to the Ice Age. Mm-hmm. It kind of freaked us out down in Georgia because, we didn't want to freeze to death.
Well, you thought they said, Time Magazine said we were going to be frozen by like 2000.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden we're supposed to be too hot. So I don't know what these people, think. They're not meteorologists. No,
they're not. But listen, we're going to get into the climate, which is Barack Obama buys a house in Martha's Vineyard on the beach. Bill Gates, climate change activist, buys a house in San Diego on the beach. They're all in private jets. They don't really care about the environment.
No, look at Davos.
Come on, give me a break. These guys waste more money and kill more greenhouse or emit more greenhouse emissions than anybody. But something that I think you're passionate about, we're going to get into Tim Walz, stolen valor. But Ari over here, he's a comedian and he likes to tell a joke that he is a veteran. Why do you tell a joke that you're?
I went to a military high school, and I've been telling people that I'm a veteran. How do you feel about that? As
Are you a sergeant major?
I was a. What's the rank? It was a corporal.
He's like Eddie Murphy on, what was that, Trading Places? I was Special Forces Recon. I was, I was all these things. Is that what
I tell people I was a corporal. I've only been slapped one time for it.
Okay.
And is that illegal? What do you think about that? Does that upset you to hear that? That I tell people that I'm a veteran?
The fact that you are from California and you have no morals, you have no integrity, you have no honor.
That's true.
So I'll bless you, son, for you have sinned. Go out and sin no more. If you do that again in my presence, I have. Yeah, you know what's under this jacket.
I was scared.
Yeah, open carry. This is open carry, Ari. This is not California. We got guns.
I'm not joking when I say this. I realize, what are we, 3 minutes into the show?
Yes.
I don't belong on this show.
No, you do.
I don't know anything of what you guys
do
are
belong
talking
because you have a serious thing. Wait, there's a reason why you're here, Ari, so do not sell yourself short. But the reason why I get into the stolen valor talk, because this is something that I'm very passionate about. As you can tell that I'm a heavyset male, but even since I was an early age, my parents, I got divorced, very sad. But my dad, I lived with a single dad, and he would not cook really very much, but he gave me a credit card at a very young age, and he said, Alex, you can only use this for food. You can't buy anything. Mm-hmm. He's very strict on it. You know, I could spend like, $200 a week or whatever. It was like, I forget exactly how much, but I could use it. And I lived near McDonald's. So I grew up going to McDonald's like every other day of my childhood with my single dad. And I love McDonald's. People say the microplastics, how terrible it is. Of course, it's poison, but I get so sick and tired of these people say, oh, I don't like the way the French fries taste. Yeah, right. It's the most delicious, genetically modified.
French fries are good.
The French fries are good.
Yeah.
So now we have the vice president of the United States stealing McDonald's valor by saying that she was a fry cook for McDonald's.
Yeah.
That makes me mad. All those fry cooks that cook for me, some of the managers that kicked me out, Daryl, I remember you. But I love those guys. They're out there getting burnt with the grease on the grill, getting yelled at by people like me, getting yelled at by all kinds of people. It's hard to work at a McDonald's. It's hard to work at any fast food, but especially McDonald's. And I think it is so disrespectful to pretend that you work some service industry, low-level job that is very difficult and go there and steal the valor of a McDonald's employee. It makes me sick.
Well, that's that erudite nature of people that were raised a certain way. I mean, Berkeley, California, and then you go off to Montreal.
She's in Canada for a whole year.
Is there a McDonald's in Montreal?
I think they do have them in Montreal. Okay. They got them in everywhere. I don't think they have any in Iraq, though, do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, they do on the base?
No. It was Burger King.
Yeah, they had
I was in Iraq, actually. I served my country.
Yeah. No, you're not. He's going to shoot you, Ari. Stop. Ari, slow down. We don't want you to...
He was in Afghanistan, right?
Yeah, no.
Weren't you with Tim Walz? I didn't. I saw you over there in Kandahar.
Me and him were old war buddies. We shot a lot of Iraqis.
Absolutely, you did.
Okay, well let's play this little McDonald's clip, and I want you to focus. So, Alan, why does she start to use the black scent when she's around these people? Why does she do this? So let's play the clip, and I want to get your initial reaction.
I worked at McDonald's. I did the French fries, and I did the ice cream. I worked at McDonald's. I was a student when I was working at McDonald's. There was not a family relying on me to pay the rent, put food on the table, and keep the bills paid by the end of the month. But the reality of McDonald's is that a majority of the folks who are working there today are relying on that income to sustain a household and a family. And if we want to talk about these golden arches being a symbol of the best of America, well, the arches are falling short.
Isn't that sad, Colonel West? I mean, everybody loves McDonald's, but that's the best of America is the golden arches.
In other words, so that should be your end goal. When I started working Baskin Robbins, it was
31 flavors.
31 flavors down to Ansley Mall, just right next to Piedmont Park. $3.25 minimum wage job. I was happy to have that. All of our high school buddies, that's where we worked. But now you go to these places, you got old heads like me.
Yeah.
So where are the young people going to get a job? All of a sudden, we have told people that frying French fries is a $20 an hour job.
Mm-hmm. Shake Shack just closed 6 locations in Los Angeles because they made it at
Absolutely. In-N-Out's better.
I don't know. In-N-Out's overrated.
Five Guys.
Yeah, people like Five Guys. But you know what people, when they come from California to Texas, they make fun of Whataburger, which I love Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
Californians don't like Whataburger.
It's not as good. It's fine. I don't hate it, but it's not as good. But here's how I knew she was lying. She said she worked at the ice cream machine. That never was on. Ice cream machine never works. That's how we caught her.
Play full screen number 3 real quick, and then we'll go to FS2 if it's too hard to switch it. Or actually, show the Snopes first. So Snopes did an investigation, and this is how you know Snopes is a liar. They even pulled up Kamala's resume from 1987. She never had McDonald's on her resume when she was really young. And now, Jimmy, read this. It's too small for me to read, please.
It said, Harris had made this claim repeatedly over the years. But aside from Harris's testimony, there's no evidence such as photo, employment record, or confirmation from a friend or family member to verify the claim. We reached out to Harris's campaign and McDonald's, and we'll report this when or if we learn more.
So the next thing she will say is that she was the shift manager.
Why would she say shift manager? Because then she could say...
Well, because, knucklehead was a command sergeant major.
Oh, I see. She's
Now
going to
she's
steal
a
even
shift
more.
manager.
I thought she would say she's a shift manager because there might not be some record or something. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. She's going to steal valor. And this is a picture of Kamala. AI made this picture of Kamala trying to fix the ice cream machine. She's not doing very well. But I am. This is a serious thing. Just show me for a second. These people, now they're illegal immigrants, work their butts off, Kamala. And the fact that you're going to go there and steal their valor, you're disgusting for that. And I think that you really should be held accountable. And I don't know if anybody will ever hold you accountable for lying about something like that, but it just shows you that you're a very inauthentic liar and you do not deserve to be president of the United States. Okay, before we get into our next segment, do we have a liver health formula ad, Jimmy?
We do.
All right, let me get this done. We love liver health formula. It's really good for your health. Ari, you might need some. Do you know why Lieutenant Colonel Allen West is in such good shape? Do you know why he could end my life with his bare hands if he wanted to? Is it his military training? No, it's because he has a healthy liver. So many of us have a sluggish, fatty liver that makes us gain weight and lose energy. For decades now, your liver has helped you with over 500 key functions every single day. Like going number 2 when Allen West comes at me with a weapon. It's time you help your liver. There is a solution, Liver Health Formula. It's an all-natural supplement that helps recharge and protect your liver. So if you're looking to ignite your fat-burning metabolism, boost your energy, and transform how you look and feel, try Liver Health Formula today. And when you do, you receive a free bottle of our blood sugar formula to reduce those sugar cravings. You get that free when you order today. If you want to look good at the beach this summer, you need to try Liver Health Formula. Try Liver Health Formula by going to getliverhelp.com/Alex and claim your free bonus gift today. That's getliverhelp.com/Alex. How are you in such good shape?
You know, I still do my same old Army workout 6 days out of the week. I get up and run anywhere from 4 to 6 miles, a lot of push-ups, a lot of crunches, and do my swimming.
That's the wrong answer. This is the reason, because black don't crack.
Well, you didn't ask me about my face.
Well, I'm just saying you look so young. Yeah,
that is the truth. Black don't crack.
I'm telling you, it is the truth.
Well, you saw the girl come in. She didn't even have to really put makeup on. She just blotted it out because, you know, we have those natural emollients that come out of our skin.
You do. I'm telling you, you look very youthful, and I mean that. I'm not just saying this because you are a colonel and you could kill me in 2 seconds, but I'm just saying you have a very youthful
Maybe
appearance.
4. I'm a little bit older
Okay,
now.
well, it's still, I don't want to die today. But now,
Alex, before we go on, we got a $50 super chat.
Oh, $50
from
super chat.
Matthew Adams.
Oh, Matt Adams.
All it says is
love Matt
heart
Adams.
chat rat emoji.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Matt, we're going to see you soon. We're going to see you in Seattle, one of our big fans. Our audience, they're called chat rats because they're
Alex,
so crazy.
I messed up the B block. The instructions didn't go over, so just.
So
use
do you have
your
Allen
graphics
West?
sheet.
Do you have the? Do we have the city? Okay,
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
got everything. Just call it off.
Let's start with SOT number 4 real quick. The city council. We're probably not going to watch the whole thing, but real quick, let me introduce it. Colonel West here is a diehard football fan. Is that correct?
I would say so. College mostly.
College mostly because the NFL, it seems like it's rigged. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift winning the Super Bowl seems doesn't pass the smell test. But I've lost my love and passion for the NFL because of all this. And I was a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. I mean, Emmitt Smith, even past Emmitt Smith. I love Tony Romo, and I love Dak Prescott. Believe it or not, I love Dak Prescott. I think we should have paid him a long time ago. Jerry Jones is an imbecile. He has a daughter that had to sue him, and then he sued her because he had an illegitimate daughter out of wedlock. And if he won't pay his own daughter, then I don't think that he would actually pay our free agents very well. So I want to play this little clip of me. This is at Coppell City Hall in Coppell, their high school team, very good high school football team. They're called the Cowboys. So, Colonel West, I want to get your initial reaction of me going and speaking to the mayor of Coppell about the Dallas Cowboys.
Mr. Alex Stein. Howdy, Mayor. My name's Alex Stein. I'm also a member of the Booster Club as well. And I'm here today for a very serious thing. It might sound like a joke. I don't want you guys to laugh. Sir, address, please. Oh, it's 7509 Inwood Road. And this is why I'm here, though, Mayor West. I'm talking to you man to man. As a booster of the Coppell Cowboys, I love that high school. I support the Cowboys so much. But what I don't support are the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm here with a petition that I would like it if we could change the name of the Coppell Cowboys to reflect a franchise that actually wins. The Dallas Cowboys stink. They have not been to an NFC Championship game in over 25 years. Jerry Jones sued his own daughter because she tried to say that he's her real father, and he is her biological father. Jerry Jones is too afraid to admit that he's got a daughter then why do we think that he can run some football team? And it makes me sick. They signed Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott stinks. He just played for the Patriots. Now look at the Dallas Cowboys. When's the last time they were good? The last time they were good, starter jackets were in vogue at the time. Now starter jackets, nobody even wears them. The Dallas Cowboys stink, Mayor, and I want to change the Coppell Cowboys so we don't reflect a mediocre franchise. The Cowboys aren't going to the playoffs this year. They're going to be lucky to go 6-11, which I imagine they will. So I want you as the mayor to try to start a trend where we're not going to reflect that of a crappy NFL franchise with a bunch of players that beat their wives. Josh Brent, Dallas Cowboy player, killed his teammate drunk driving. They just signed C.D. Lamb. Jerry Jones said he's such a good GM, but yet he paid him all that money and had him miss the entire spring training. He didn't even participate in team drills, and yet he still paid him as the second highest non-quarterback in the NFL. So the Dallas Cowboys are misran, and I don't want you to misrun this city, Mayor West. I need you to show some support, and I need you to try to sign this petition so that we can stop being associated with a crappy franchise like the Dallas Cowboys, who have not been even close to championship caliber in almost 30 years. So I stand up here and I beg you, each and all of you council members, we have to denounce the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, they give me 2 more minutes, but I think we should.
2 more minutes?
Jimmy, should we tease the last 2 minutes so they go watch the rest of it on YouTube? What do you think?
Let's do that.
Okay, guys, so it gets even crazier, but I want to save it because I only have the Colonel for a short time. So if you guys want to watch that full video, it gets way wilder in the second half. Trust me. We probably should have played the second half, but go check it out. It's going to be on the YouTube channel after the show. Colonel West, what do you think about the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, first and foremost, Mayor West and Allen West, we're not related.
No, you're not.
Let's make sure we get that out there. Nor am I related to Cornel West, or Kanye West.
You're not related to Kanye West? I thought you were.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy, I thought he was related to Kanye.
No. Did you want Kanye here instead of me?
About him rapping.
Look. I don't have a lot to say about the Dallas Cowboys because I was born and raised in Atlanta.
So you love the Falcons?
Yeah, but I think we remember that Super Bowl game. The greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
Oh my gosh, the Patriots 28-3.
Yeah.
That makes me sick.
Yeah, it made me sick too. But I know what it's like to be in that position. But it's so funny because when I was in Kandahar, Afghanistan, and
no, you haven't, Ari. Stop, Ari.
Right. That's right. This is my man. Him and Tim Walz. Yeah, Tim Walz, Operation Enduring Freedom. Corporal and Sergeant Major Tim Walz. All right. But anyhow, we're going through on a convoy in Kandahar, Afghanistan, and what do you see? You see a little Afghan kid with a Dallas Cowboy T-shirt on.
No,
absolutely. People know that star wherever. So there's an aura that goes with that. I mean, it used to be America's team, but I think now I don't know if they're still America's team.
Well, maybe they are a good representation of America because America stinks right now. So maybe they are.
That might be it. Yeah.
Maybe it is matching up. Maybe they still are America's team. It doesn't make sense that they have all that money, all that fame, and Jerry Jones can't put together a winning team, and they can't ever pay the players right. Like they could have signed Dak Prescott for really cheap in the earlier in his career. Waited to the last minute. Now he's going to be a free agent. Probably go somewhere else. It makes me absolutely sick. But
$20 hot dogs too.
$20 hot dogs. The stadium food is ridiculous.
But the thing is, everyone goes. 'Cause I've been to AT&T Stadium a couple times. All you do is you sit up and look at the big screen.
The whole time you're looking at the board.
Why don't you just stay at home?
I tend to agree with that too because on the TV screen it's even better. But then everybody.
But the traffic.
Yeah, the traffic's bad. I mean, and the ticket prices are ridiculous. So guys, go support your local colleges or go support your local high school teams. Now, I want to play SOT number 5. Now, this is a great video of Colonel West versus some college students. Let's check this out.
Do you identify as black?
Jeez.
No, it's a serious question because you might not identify.
It's a serious question, huh?
Thank you.
You're not trolling, huh?
Okay.
When I walked into the room,
I am not done with my
Oh
question.
my gosh!
Oh, young lady.
I'm just asking you to listen to me while
I'm about to answer your first question.
But I didn't finish my question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm black.
I can't believe that was like 6 or 7 years ago. That's at Northwestern University.
They look the same.
It does look the same. I haven't aged a day.
It's like a smart kid school, right?
The smartest, Northwestern.
Yeah, Northwestern. Yeah. And the topic was the Iranian nuclear agreement.
Okay.
And the first question that I get asked is, do you identify as black? That to me, that shows how dumb these kids are on some of these college and university campuses, that I'm standing there and she has asked me, do I identify? First of all, what does that mean, identify as black? I'm black. My mommy and daddy were black. My grandparents, they're black. We're all from down there in South Georgia, okay? You know, so this indoctrination of our kids that, you know, all of a sudden your skin color, the amount of melanin is supposed to dictate how you think. It is absolutely incredible to me. And if you look at that full clip, I mean, I really took her to task on some of the stuff that she was saying.
And everybody needs to watch that full clip. It is really good. And then this is actually a serious question I want to ask you, because I've done debates about this, and some people will say you win the debate, you lose the debate, but this isn't a conservative theory. But I do, because of our private prison industry, that for-profit prisons, I do believe that black people are statistically persecuted more than white people. So I do inherently think our criminal justice system is racist.
Don't do the crime.
Is that really how you feel?
Look, I grew up in an inner city. Okay, don't do the crime. I had to tell you something. When you look at the inner cities today, when you destroy the nuclear traditional black family, when you take the man out of the home, you know, I became an officer in the United States Army because I had a dad who was a World War II veteran. And he challenged me at the age of 15 to be the first officer in our family. Now, if he had been removed out of my life, where would I be? You know, if I came home and I had my pants down where you could see my underwear, see my buttocks, you know, Dad would have beat the crap out of me, you know, and Mom would not allow that to happen. You know what was one of the worst things that happened during that time period? Jerry curl.
Why was that bad? I like that.
It ruined everybody's, you know, living room furniture. You know,
I didn't even think about that.
My parents would not allow me to have that spray.
I was
wet
thinking about
curls.
Coming to America, that movie where they
we kept and it was remember, and they had the big spot on there. That kind of craziness did not happen in my house. And so when you talk about, you know, unfairly targeted, which was what Kamala Harris did when she was Attorney General.
That's what I'm saying. She did do that. She was racist towards black people.
Absolutely. But also we have to take responsibility in that we got to police our own neighborhoods because no one talks about black on black crime, which is really the epidemic.
That really is. And I think it's also young black men that are shooting each other too. It's not, you know, there's black on black crime, but it always tends to skew younger people doing this. I mean, how do we stop that? I mean, how do we indoctrinate people to not want to shoot each other and not live this? Because I guess that's what I said with the private prison industry. I'm such a conspiracy theorist, Colonel West, is that I believe a lot of these record labels, and this has been proven, and even Michael Jordan has invested in it, that there's a conspiracy that a lot of media that we get, that they feed to young black men, is to lead in rap, to lead a life of gangster, drug, you know.
You're right.
In order to fill up these private prisons.
You know, when rap first came out, it was Sugar Hill Gang, hip hop, hibbity hobbity hip. It was fun. Yeah. Or Biz Markie, you got what I need, but you know,
that was good.
You say he's not your friend. But then all of a sudden it got to where we're calling black women bitches and hoes, and we're talking about shooting each other and drugs and this whole gang culture. So it did take a very bad turn, and I'm totally against that. And so I do think that there, for whatever reason, is a wholehearted effort to devalue life, devalue family, devalue education, devalue business, entrepreneurship, and growth in the inner city communities. You don't have to go far. Go look here in Dallas.
And, you know, this is a controversial statement, but, you know, you have a lot of abortion clinics in,
Margaret Sanger.
Of course.
That was the whole purpose, was to get rid of the human weeds and the undesirables. And that's what we were to her. 70 to 71% of Planned Parenthood clinics are located in the black community. Now, I know that they just recently had, you know, the Planned Parenthood bus up there at the Democratic
convention. My gosh, public abortion.
Who would have a convention and say, oh, we're so proud, we're going to dismember babies at our convention?
I'll tell you who, somebody that worships Satan and they want to copy Moloch or they want to sacrifice these children. No, I believe that. I mean, I'm serious.
I am happy that they had a vasectomy because all these little Delta male lefties, snip them.
We don't need them?
We don't need them reproducing. We don't need more Tim Walzes.
You got a vasectomy, didn't you, or is that not?
I had to. I was getting so many bitches. Sorry, I know you don't like that term. I was getting so many bitches pregnant.
And that's why you had to get it?
Yeah, so I had to do it.
Well, I'm happy you took care of that.
I'm like a black guy as well. I am a black guy. I have a lot of baby mamas and kids.
Well, you're like Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller said he wished he were black.
I know he does. Well, I kind of wish I was black, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, because I would have been a better football. Because I played college football and nobody ever took me seriously, even though I'm tall and I was even 275 back then. Because I was white. If I was a black guy, they would have taken me more serious, I think.
I don't think so.
I do. Okay, but that's the only reason why I argue this. So why are more black people in the NBA or why are more black people in the NFL if they're not better athletes? Don't you think? You would have to agree that black people are better athletes.
Yeah,
Let's
but
just
you know
be
what?
real.
if you look around, you're starting to get a lot of those Eastern Europeans. Who's the star player?
Yeah.
Who's the
Luka
star player
Doncic, yeah.
at Dallas?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's things are starting to change.
There'll never be another Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal or LeBron James. But
they're rare.
Our next graphics,
Yes.
I want an in-depth on Tim Walz. Is he actually stealing valor, or does he just misspeak, as Kamala said?
Yeah, because what did he served in Europe? So how did he? But this is a serious question, though. Is it stolen valor because he was in the reserves? I know he lied about going to Afghanistan, but is it stolen valor if you still were in the Army Reserves, though? Is that a gray area?
No, it's not a gray area for us.
It's not. Thank you.
When the call comes, you're supposed to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't abandon your unit. He was the senior enlisted man in a battalion. I was a battalion commander. So, in other words, in 2003, when we got the call to go to Iraq, I didn't tell my battalion, hey, look, guys, I don't think I can hang out with y'all. I'm going to let you guys go. That's basically what he did. And Italy is a long ways away from Afghanistan, last time I checked on the globe.
And it's a nice place.
It's a really nice place.
It's a really nice place.
Yeah, I've been to Afghanistan. And you've been to Afghanistan, right?
It's nice. There's a lot of spiders.
Camel spiders.
Oh, wait. Is it true there's all those rabid dogs in Afghanistan?
Yes.
It's true.
You did not. Did you get bit?
Many times.
Yes, you can
Yeah, I
tell.
can
He
tell.
has rabies. He definitely
got the
No, but you did not. You did not go out late at night. But I will tell you this: the dogs hated the Taliban.
No, they didn't.
Oh yeah, that's why we would
Because
always.
they were trying to have sex with them?
No, that's the sheep.
Oh, that's a sheep.
That's the
Okay,
sheep.
sorry, yeah.
But in the Muslim culture, they really disrespect dogs. They don't like dogs. Yeah, absolutely. So what we would do is lots of times, I mean, if you could get these dogs, get some shots in them, because we had vets over there. They were the best guard dogs around. They would alert you that the Taliban was coming around.
That's awesome. See, I love that because I love animals. I'm an animal freak. I have cats and dogs. I love animals. But so you guys would use them as military defense. That's brilliant.
Absolutely.
I think there needs to be like a book about that. People that love dogs, you really should elaborate on that more. That's actually a really. I didn't know that. I had no idea that. I thought they were just scared. I thought you guys would shoot the dogs, to be honest, because they were so rabid.
No. If you could bring them in, I mean, if there's a really, really rabid, yeah.
But yeah, I think you'd have to shoot it, right?
But if you could, find a dog that, was kind of mangy, hungry, and could be trained, absolutely.
So you guys rehabilitated some of those dogs. That's the best
Absolutely.
thing. Let's clap for that. We love dogs. Canines. Okay, Jimmy, what is this? Why does it say shot number 8, Japanese joke? That's
well, we have
Ari's?
a couple. If you want to do Kamala's cringe speech or Joe Biden on the beach, or we could go to Ari's.
Well, let's do both real quick. Just look at them real quick. No, we're going to do yours, Ari. Don't worry, because we're about to get to you, Ari. We're getting to you. You're toast. You're about to be toast. Yes, you're getting.
I just want to sit here and listen. I just want to sit here and listen.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good, but you're about to get it really bad.
He's going out. He's still going to California. He's going to Austin after this.
Yeah, basically it is. I'm worried. Colonel West, are you worried about Texas becoming blue? I am too.
And this is why the blueprint for the other side is to come into a red state and take over all the major population centers. Of course. And so when you look at Texas, you look at Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Houston, El Paso. That's your major population centers. Mm-hmm. And so there's going to get a point where East Texas and West Texas cannot continue to prop it up. Same thing you see in Georgia, where I was born and raised. It's the Atlanta area, Macon, Columbus, Augusta, and Savannah. And that's why they have two avowed socialists as senators.
You think Trump he should be campaigning here more?
He needs to come here, and I already told his team they need to get here to Houston and Dallas.
ASAP. He needs to get to Dallas ASAP, because there's a lot of conservatives in Dallas, but it's just, I go down to City Hall and all this stuff. Now our mayor, Eric Johnson, he went and said he was liberal, and now he's conservative. And on the conservative side, we're pumping up. I like Eric Johnson, but my point is every other person there is a liberal on that side. I'm saying diehard liberal. I mean, and let's be real. I mean, he's more conservative now, but he's not super far right. He's kind of, middle of the road conservative, which is fine. I'm not saying he has to be far right. But I'm just worried when our council in Dallas, the biggest city, in North Texas, they're all liberals, and they're most 3 or 4 of them are homosexuals. I mean, it's just
we're some of them going to get a pink slip next May, because we got the municipal elections coming up.
That's what we need to do. We need to kick them out. But let's play Kamala's cringe speech real quick. I know that's short. It's only like 10 seconds. Let's play this real quick.
Our country is counting on you.
Listen to this.
All of you. You are leaders. By the very fact that you all are here in this room, doing what you do at this incredible school, doing it as one big team, understanding all of the different parts that fit together to create a team.
That didn't seem that bad.
That didn't seem that bad, all right.
Oh.
That motivated you to go that as a
wax on, wax off.
Alex, she's drunk.
I was expecting.
Yeah, is she on Xanax? Yeah, Brandon has a good point. Do you think that she's on some sort of barbiturates or pharmaceutical medicine?
I just think that she's not a very bright person. Look, she went to law school. I got it. I didn't go to law school. I used to jump out of airplanes. Yeah. But I just don't think she's a very bright person. Look, when you say that I need notes at a debate, you're not a very bright person. Okay?
She's scared. She's scared of that.
She's terrified.
And when you say that Donald Trump's scared, that's pure projection.
That's projection. That's deflection too.
Yeah. So, and then now the last one. This look at our commander-in-chief right here.
In Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, you get kind of a back shot of the president there, enjoying the sun last couple of days.
Back shot. I can't say that on Fox News.
I want to hear both of you get your response to what Senator Vance just laid out. But let's start here, Mark. For years, Kamala Harris was an advocate of very specific green energy mandates.
Should I be worried that we're on the brink of World War III with Iran and Russia? Should I be worried that our president's asleep on the beach?
Look, there was a great scene out of the movie Apocalypse Now where Martin Sheen asked a soldier, "Who's in charge?" And the soldier said, "Ain't you?" We don't know who's in charge of this country. That, what you just saw is supposedly the leader of the free world hanging out on the beach. Mm-hmm. That, which you just showed a clip of previously, was the second leader of the free world. They have not had a cabinet meeting since October of last year.
Oh, wow. They haven't had one cabinet meeting? I did not realize that.
Since October of last year.
I thought they would have had to have one to, for the transfer of power that she's running. So they didn't even. Did Obama kick him out?
I think Obama, his crew. So really, who's in charge? And I think that's the fear that we have right now. And it's kind of like being in the Matrix.
I say this all the time. Yeah. We are living in a fake reality. There's a real reality and then the one you hear on the TV.
Yeah. You're absolutely
only downtime. He was just relaxing on the beach. Give the guy a break.
Well, hey.
But last week he was on downtime in your state. He was in California.
Some people need more downtime than others.
Hey, and I'll
quit. Don't be the president.
I just was bummed that no one rubbed lotion on his back. I don't want to see that shot.
Creepy.
I want to see
that. Is creepy. Ari, in front of the colonel. Come on.
Bad
don't ask, don't tell on this set.
Good job.
It's a good job.
Rubbing lotion on the president's back. I'd take that job. Commander-in-chief.
That's that stuff they used to do in the Roman army and those
Yes, that is very Romanesque.
I ain't rubbing no man's back.
No, not me. Me neither. But we have.
You can hang out with me in Afghanistan.
Thank you, sir. I'll rub lotion on your back anytime.
No, you will not do that, Ari. You want to get shot?
No, I'm not gay. Stop it.
No, you're not going to say any of that stuff.
Even thinking something like that could get you hurt.
That's very questionable. But there's a reason why. Now we can get to why Ari is here. Now I want to play. Ari is a very well-known stand-up comedian, very funny guy. So to give you some context,
definitely not well-known.
Well, you will be after this show. Let's play this clip of Ari at the Netflix is a Joke Festival.
If you are a white guy and want to feel like a black guy, go to Japan. I never felt more like a black guy than I was in Japan. I was taller than everyone there. Every girl there wanted to fuck me. No one wanted to introduce me to their parents. Everyone assumed I was good at basketball. They're like, "You play basketball?" I'm like, "No, I don't." They said, "You look like Kobe Bryant." I don't think that's true.
Well, the reason why Ari is here, of multiple reasons, Ari is going through a little tough time. I don't want to elaborate too much. He's going through a breakup that explains why he's dressed like he's Adam Sandler. And he looks at me, and this is a serious thing. I know this is a comedy show. He goes, "Alex, I'm young enough. And he's dead serious when he says this. I want you to either give him his opinion whether he should or shouldn't." I said he should not. He says, "I'm really lost right now, and I want to join the military." And he's not being facetious, not playing a bit. And I said, "I don't think you should do it right now. We're about to go to World War III. You're a little older." And I said,
"How old are you?"
34. Army, you could be 35. I looked it up.
Right there.
Here's the thing. I have residual income. I have good income. I don't work that hard. I'm bored all day long. I want to get jacked. I want to get real. I want to get.
He's serious. Tell him you're serious.
I'm dead serious. I went to a military high school. I'm a patriot. I've always wanted to be a patriot. I already tell people I was in the military. Might as well make it real. I don't know. There's a lot. I can't really. The only argument I could think against it is I don't like being told what to do. And I'm a little
place. That might be a deal killer.
And I'm a little old. But I don't know. Genuinely.
Do you like to sleep in?
Yeah.
Wave off.
Thank you.
No job is perfect. No job is perfect. I think I could do it.
Well, you know what? Actually.
He's going through a breakup, though.
But look, actually, he would fit into today's woke military.
Speaking of, do we have that full screen? I know it's
we can get
full screen 8. Give it a second. Look at this. This is who's in charge.
I know. That let me tell you, that killed me. That killed me.
That kills me. All these, and I'm not even. If you want to be transgender, go be transgender. Not in the military.
But you know what?
Maybe the Air Force.
Now,
Navy.
I called that Fat Boy Rick because I did do a segment on. And so Fat Boy Rick is on hormonal therapies and all this stuff. Do you know that because of that he is non-deployable?
Because he's on all those hormones?
Absolutely. So you're looking at someone that the United States taxpayer is paying for and getting all these therapies, but yet he cannot answer the call of duty because of the therapies that he's taken, because he may not get access to them in the combat zone.
And we don't have a picture of Rachel Levine, but Rachel Levine said the most... Richard, Dick Levine. That's what he used to go by, Dick Levine, changed his name to Rachel. But what makes me so mad is that Dick Levine, Richard Levine, was speaking at a bruncheon for women and said that their favorite or his favorite moment in his life was having children. As a dad. He said, I love being a dad. That was his greatest accomplishment. How can you be a dad if you're transgender, if you're a girl? I'm just saying, how convoluted, how screwed up is it?
But that's why it is a mental condition. It is not rooted in any semblance of reality whatsoever. Look, it was so interesting there at the Olympics when the International Olympics Committee said, we have a hard time deciding and discerning what a man and a woman is. I said, very simple, have them drop their pants, okay? and
That's pretty simple.
If you can't make that determination, so it's just getting crazy. I mean, who would have ever thought we'd have 2 biological males boxing for the women's Olympic gold medal?
You're ridiculous, but I'm actually sick of people like you trying to stop that because I gambled on them and I won a bunch of money on them, me and Khalifa. So you need to try, Colonel Weiss, be quiet.
Quiet?
Yeah, because we'll let them, we can bet on them. I'll give you tips next time. We can bet on them and we know we're going to win because they have an unfair.
Wave off.
You don't want to gamble on those
off.
transgender? Okay, well, you're missing out on money. I'll be in Vegas while you're in
it.
Texas. All right, well, I'll send you a gift basket. Now, before we get into the Ari stuff, I do want to say, final thing, Ari.
Don't go in the military.
Are you going to go? Yes. Let's just end this.
You really don't think I should?
Because he was being dead serious. I'm telling you, Colonel West.
No, it's a very honorable thing. Like I said, my dad was in World War II. My older brother Vietnam. My father-in-law was in Vietnam. I did 22 years. That's our family story. But I will tell you right now that you need to make sure that you have people that will look out for your best interests. Because those 13 troops that died in Afghanistan, where you were, okay? But those 13 troops should not have lost their lives. And the fact that no one has been held accountable, that's why our recruiting and retention levels are low, because people don't trust the leadership in our military right now. But I commend you, if you're serious, for thinking about this.
Mm-hmm. He's dead serious.
But I think you need to kind of like train yourself, like start waking up at 4 a.m. and start having someone with a garbage can banging it, over your head and stuff like that. But I have no regrets. No regrets of, being cold, being wet, being hungry, being shot at, whatever. Greatest experience of my life for 22 years. And so if you're honest and truthful about it, I commend you, but you got to first and foremost make sure it's in your heart and you pray about it, okay? Because this is serious business.
Yeah.
Okay, you go into this military, you're going to be deployed.
Wow.
World War III is right on the horizon.
Give me something to think about. I kind of want that experience.
Oh my gosh. Are you trolling?
Be careful.
No, I'm dead serious. I've been really thinking about it. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen.
Did you just start thinking about it after you broke up with your girl? Because I think that's where this is. He's going through a bad breakup and he comes, Alex.
That's part of it. That's part of it. But I'm not going to lie. That's part of it. I do want her to look at me and think I'm a badass. But I also want to look at myself and think I'm a badass.
Go buy a motorcycle or something. Kill yourself on a motorcycle. Don't do it in Fallujah, Iraq. Now, I'm really mad at my producer, Jimmy. He's been messing up all episode, Jimmy. And last night, do we have a screen grab? We don't even have a screen grab of the cake, do we, Jimmy?
Well, we can just show at your feet the brown.
No, do not show the brown carpet.
I thought you had an accident.
No, sir, I did not. This is weird.
There's like little kernels of corn in it.
It's a weird cake. But what I wanted is I wanted to bring Jimmy out here.
You need Depends?
Maybe. Honestly, yes. I do have continence issues, just like Joe Biden. I wanted you to interrogate Jimmy because sometimes I don't know if he's doing kind of like a inside job. I don't know if he's, sometimes I don't know if he really has my back. So if you could come here, Jimmy, come down real quick. I want you to be interrogated. Just, Colonel West, can you just ask him a couple questions to see if he really is dedicated to prime time with Alex Stein? Because sometimes I worry about Jimmy, and we brought you your interrogation equipment. So this is water and a rag. Is this how we do it?
Oh, I'm not going to do that to Jimmy.
What do you mean? Isn't this how we do it, Colonel West?
No. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Oh my God!
Okay, is this
I didn't think you'd agree to
Yes,
this.
I didn't think you would either. Okay, so this is how we do it.
Are you going to start?
Oh no! Oh God! Oh.
Are you going to be good?
No, because
Are you going to start, paying attention to your duties and responsibilities?
I'll fill out B block with graphics
All right. Don't screw up anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Get out of here, Jimmy. Great work. Get out of here, Jimmy.
When we planned this bit, we were planning on you saying no because that's ridiculous. And not planning on getting wet. So
Get out of here, Jimmy. You learned your lesson. Get out of here, you idiot. Jimmy went to Princeton. What do you think about Ivy League people?
Let's see. Some of these other folks that, Ivy League, that Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, I ain't impressed.
No, me neither.
SEC, man.
SEC all the way.
SEC.
Tennessee, LSU. We got it, dude. Southeastern Conference is where this country really, the South of this country, and I'm not saying that Civil War or anything like that, but I'm just saying the South is better. People are just better in the South. We got Florida, we got Texas. It's just, California was such a beautiful country, but Ari, you go out there, I stepped on a fentanyl needle last time I was in Los Angeles, California.
Free drugs? You're complaining?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that is a good point. I was high as a kite when I stepped on that fentanyl needle.
Good.
Well, how do we save this country, Colonel West?
It's with each and every one of us. If you remember what Benjamin Franklin said, it's a republic if you can keep it. So everyone has to take the personal responsibility of how they can make things better. And I think it's so important that parents have to reclaim their homes and household. They have to reclaim their kids. And, I got 2 grandkids. You got to step up and prepare your grandkids for a better future.
And that's what I try to say, too. You got to worry about the things you can't control, and we do have to have more of a family life. I think that's why in the young community, or the young black men that don't have a father, it's
critical.
It's critical. You're right about that. Now, Jimmy, let's play a full screen number 9. I want to get your opinion. You love football. This is a football-centric episode. Everybody likes Patrick Mahomes. He played in Tyler, Texas, and East Texas guy. We love that. His dad, pro baseball player, played for the Rangers. His wife has gotten a lot of criticism because she's outspoken, to say the least, and I didn't like her that much. But now that she's come in support of Donald Trump, and when she got backlash, she doubled down. I love this woman. So what do you think about Brittany Mahomes having to deal with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, having the cojones or tatas, whichever one you want to use for this example, to stand up for Donald Trump?
Isn't there something happening in Kansas City because, what's his name, Harrison Buckner?
Butker, yeah, he's
the
awesome.
kicker. I think people are starting to step out and say, I don't want to be a part of this. I can speak for myself. Last time I checked, we had the freedom of speech, freedom of expression. We have freedom of conscience. And so I think this whole collective groupthink that the left, wants to force people into, folks are rejecting that. The interesting thing is, remember back once upon a time, young people would rail against the man.
Yeah, of course. I still rail against it.
Well, the left is now demand.
What do you mean? So they own everything. They're the ones who...
They're demand.
Yeah.
And people are, pushing back against them. COVID really opened up a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah.
You tell someone that even if you're healthy, you can't go outside your house.
Mm-hmm. Sunlight, yeah. Like sunlight's the most important thing.
Yeah, sunlight's but you can't go get it. Yeah. Or if I'm with my kid at a playground, no one else is around me, you're going to arrest me for that? So yeah, they're demand now, and people are starting to push back and revolt.
Well, okay, I look at January 6th. I didn't think January 6th was that bad. They say it's worse than 9/11. Obviously, that's a lie. But how do we revolt without getting, because I think there's a lot of FBI agents, there's probably, I think a lot of people were entrapped in that. So how do we stand up and fight back without getting arrested? Because you see how the Department of Justice has been weaponized against great Americans. I have a very good friend I went to school with, Luke Coffey, who's facing a long time in jail. And I know we like to joke around, but it makes me sick because he's a good guy. Never had a crime in his life.
Absolutely. I think that it's the leadership level that is corrupt. I think your everyday FBI agents, DEA agents, Border Patrol agents, they want to do the right thing. But, Donald Trump gets back in office, he's got a clean house. through all these agencies, ATF, CIA, FBI, DOJ, what have you. And he's got to get people in there to understand that they work for and they serve the American people. How funny it is that Tim Walz sat there and watched, Minneapolis burn to the ground, but no insurgency there. You can burn down a police station and everything.
They bailed him out. Kamala
bailed him out. That's absolutely perfect. So people are starting to see more and more of that hypocrisy.
Okay, now, this is the whole beginning of the show. This was the easy comedy part. Now I got to ask you some hard questions because you just mentioned the CIA, and you know this. You're a guy that's decorated. The CIA laughs at the president because they know that the president can only serve 4 to 8 years, and they get to serve forever.
Yeah.
So why would they really feel threatened by the president?
That's the bureaucratic administrative state. That's what I call it.
The non-elected bureaucrats
Absolutely.
that are really running it.
And what Donald Trump needs to do is say that we're going to put term limits on them.
On CIA, because you can never leave the CIA.
Absolutely, but you got to put term limits on these people. Now, again, you've got those special operators that come out of the military and they go out there and they do great work. Mm-hmm. But when you start to look at that upper level of management and directors and things of this nature, these people got to move on. They cannot be entrenched and start to, next thing you know, they're collecting on, the president or the vice president or this intelligence agencies that we have now is very dangerous time.
What happened with the assassination?
I cannot explain how a person with a rifle can be in direct line of sight, 132 yards. I could have made that shot.
Yeah.
And just thank God that kid was not a good shot. But when you're up there and you're the counter snipers, you have a sector. And you're supposed to be scanning across that sector. And those two buildings, without a doubt, had to be in someone's sector. So,
of course.
So the minute that kid comes up there, bang, you take him out. I think without a doubt, and this is not conspiracy stuff, there's some inside action.
Well, now let's get into some conspiracy. I asked everybody this question.
But it's not conspiracy if it.
Well, no, not that. True. But I'm a coincidence theorist, a conspiracy theorist. Now, you're going to think I'm crazy, and I hope you don't. But I'm very passionate about this subject. When it comes to September 11th, 2001. I believe, and this is just the official statement. This is the official statement. I don't want to go to any conspiracy right now. I want to go to the official statement. Is that Condoleezza Rice and George Bush were both warned that there was a guy in Afghanistan that had a plan to fly planes into buildings. That they were warned, and this is the official story, that he got to say this behind closed doors with Dick Cheney. And basically the official story is that, we just didn't take the threat serious enough. And that the greatest military in the world got defeated by 19 guys with box cutters. To me, that seems like a lie. And then we look at the 9/11 Commission report, 28 pages redacted. We don't know of Saudi Arabia's involvement. We don't know other countries' involvement.
We know Saudi Arabia's involvement.
We know their involvement, but I'm saying, what happened with 9/11 in your personal opinion?
Well, I will tell you this. I was on an exchange assignment at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina with the Marines. And I remember that morning because we had just finished morning PT, physical training, taking a shower, and we got the phone call, you got to get down to the operations center. Mm-hmm. And we got down to the operations center just in time to see the second aircraft hit the trade towers. And that was a long day because, when you're with the Marines now, you're starting to plan contingency operations because that's the 911 force. That was a huge intelligence failure. And again, that's my concern about this intelligence apparatus that we have here in the United States of America that is more so concerned about turning itself on the American people than turning itself on the enemies of this country. And Alex, I will tell you that the biggest concern that I have, not fear, but concern that I have right now, when you have more single military age males in this country illegally than you have the size of your active duty army, and yet you want to disarm me, the American people got to step up.
Well, do you think they could take the illegals and turn them into some sort of United Nations army or something? Some sort of...
No, this is an insurgency. If you have not seen that video of the Venezuelan gang...
Yeah, I have seen it with the guns.
How do single military-aged males here illegally get long rifles and pistols?
Oh, I know a guy, but I mean...
But I mean... shouldn't you be more so concerned about that than more so concerned about Allen West having an AR-15?
Of course. But now we're getting off 9/11. I have to ask you this: just do not give me a politically correct answer. Just answer this, just honestly.
It was an intelligence failure.
No, I know. But
I can't.
One question. No, this is my question though. The day of the attacks.
Yep.
The FBI miraculously found the terrorist passport, 2 passports, but the black box. The thing that's built to be indestructible, built to survive a plane crash.
Couldn't find it.
Couldn't find it.
Look, like I
But
said,
you're telling me 15 pieces of paper in a little plastic thing survived and fell out. And so, to me, that seems like a bold-faced lie, one of the most bold-faced lies, to say, oh, I got this terrorist passport. And then they knew, oh, it's Osama bin Laden. When you know this, Colonel West, with the movie called Charlie Wilson's War.
I remember Charlie Wilson.
We funded
he was out of Texas.
Exactly.
We funded the Mujahideen. There's a great book that I'm reading right now, and it's called Surprise, Kill, and Vanish. And it's about the history of the OSS, which was the precursor to the CIA. And so I would recommend you read that because it really does go behind the scenes about a lot of these things. And you know, we had opportunities to take out Osama bin Laden in Sudan. He was kind of just getting started during the Clinton administration.
He worked with the CIA right there. They say.
And they said,
supposedly.
and they said no. So it's not a conspiracy theory. It's more of a coincidence theory.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. There are too many things out there we cannot answer. And I think that the American people has to start looking for individuals that will be leaders in this country that have been out there fighting for this country, that understand the oath that we took. Because I'm not trusting these politicians and these incompetent people and these cowards that will sell us out for special interests, self-interest, or whatever. Saudi Arabia, China, they have too much invested in this country.
You're right.
You think about here in Texas, we couldn't even get legislation passed in the state of Texas to prevent China from buying up farmland and land.
It's ridiculous. They own all the buildings in New York City. They own a bunch of. I mean, they own some of the most.
So why is that happening? Because that kind of dovetails with what you're saying. Do we have people that are willing to sell America out?
Well, Hunter Biden did, and Joe Biden did.
And if you look at the new generation of Chinese fighter aircraft, very similar to the F-35.
Oh, it's the same thing. You know, okay. We only have a couple minutes left. There's a few more questions. I asked 2 more questions, then I want to ask you about Boeing. Now, these are coincidence. Now, these are conspiracy theorists, and you're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to think I'm real crazy for the next one. 1969 through 1972 moon landings. I do not believe that they told the truth of that because you're like, why? They did a thing called Operation Paperclip. After World War II, they brought the top Nazis, Wernher von Braun, over. And this guy's a Nazi. He built rockets. He was a rocket scientist that killed people in Poland with his rockets. And they said, oh, come on down. I got a job for you. You can build our rockets here and go to the moon. So I think if they would do that morally, I think that they would lie about going to the moon if we hadn't been back in 60 years.
Now you messing with my childhood memory.
I know. Why am I crazy?
I want to mess with my childhood memory.
Okay, Ari says
I remember sitting there with my dad, looking at, one giant step for man, blah, blah, blah.
I think that's fake.
You just saw the greater good. Just because they hired that Nazi doesn't mean anything.
Okay, last question real quick.
Nazi's even bad? Who knows?
Well, today, now everybody's a Nazi. They call me a Nazi.
Yeah,
Aren't you Jewish, Ari?
Supremacist, blackface of white supremacy. So, I mean,
Okay, last one. You have to answer this honestly because I know you know. I know you're hiding the truth.
Doing my best with everything.
I know
you're hiding the truth.
Because listen to this. And I should have brought this. Austin Whitsitt has a
You want to pour water on me now?
No, I'm not going to interrogate you. I'm sorry. I know you'd kill me. But this is the thing. They say in all the military training manuals, when you look at the plane stuff, that all of the measurements, the triangulations, this and that is all based on a flat plane. So they say how you triangulate something. Is it possible that the Earth is flat?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Damn it.
You think the Earth is flat?
Maybe. Why not?
I don't think so.
You sure it's not?
I think you circumvent.
Well, do you know why? This is why I think so too. Is I believe in the Bible, and the God talks about the firmament, and also there's a time in the Bible where God stopped the sun and the moon. So that would mean that the sun and moon are moving, not us moving. And believe it or not, the heliocentric model, the model that we all follow, it doesn't make sense because the North Star, Polaris, we're going 5 different directions.
So when they're up there in the International Space Station,
it's on balloons. It's on balloons.
Oh, so
they're on a big balloon. China has big balloons.
So we're not.
They have balloons.
There's not this big circular thing.
It's edited. Did you see Transformers?
It's not Earth.
Oh my gosh, that's so fake.
You and my grandson with Transformers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw people fighting in San Francisco the size of buildings, so they can show us anything. But this is one thing: the Polaris, which people have used for celestial navigation.
Columbus solved that.
I don't know about all that. Columbus, wasn't he racist or something? Why do Italians, don't they fight over Columbus? Isn't there something?
Everybody's racist to the other side.
Okay, so the Earth is not flat, dang it, and the moon landing is real, and 9/11 is
don't take away my child.
All right, we won't. Okay, 9/11, we're kind of iffy.
No, 9/11 is not iffy. I will say that it was a massive intelligence failure. I cannot sit here and put myself in anyone's mind and say this is the reason why they did it. Anything I say would be speculation. But when you have the greatest nation in the world, the greatest intelligence apparatus in the world, we should not have allowed that to happen. I mean, we know where these people are all over the world.
And before we shout out both you guys, one last question. Boeing, all these planes are crashing. I fly every weekend. I know you fly like crazy. I'm scared to death to get on a Boeing flight. That whistleblower that said that he killed himself, he was pictured in a Tommy Bahama shirt. I don't think it's possible to kill yourself if you wear Tommy Bahama. Your life's too happy. What is going on with Boeing?
That's one of the reasons why I'm a paratrooper, and I always carry a parachute with me. So I'll just...
You just jump right out of Delta Airlines, no big deal.
You go on commercial flights with a parachute on you?
Just like you were in Afghanistan, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine that? But you've been on some bumpy flights, though. Those planes can take a lot of bumps, right?
They can take a lot of bumps.
Because I fly all the time. I get so scared.
It puts me to sleep. It's kind of like rocking.
You could just sleep on a plane. You don't get nervous?
Have you ever been on an Army C-130 aircraft?
No, and they're huge. And they have, how many engines? 4 or 8? How many? Four big daddy.
Yeah, and so it's fine.
Is that flight turbulent, though, or is that thing...
Very.
It is, yeah.
A lot of people barf, especially when they do what's called nap of the earth, when they go down and, nap the earth, because, that's their training mission, so they're not detected.
Oh, so you go under the radar.
Yeah, and so you're still there with your parachute and all that gear, and, the Air Force guys like to make us throw up.
And she's a veteran, and that's where she was on a plane, and they would fly for 8 hours on and off, and they would just do surveillance, just flying.
Yeah.
I can't believe every day going to work and getting...
AWACS.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was. She would just sit in AWACS. Is that what it's AWACS?
Yes, AWACS.
And she would say she would be there and she would be looking at monitors and stuff and just be on a plane for 8 hours.
I think their base is right up there in Tinker Air Base in Oklahoma City.
Well, I don't know. Actually, yeah, that is where it's funny. Lauren's a good friend of mine, and that is exactly where I think she was based out of, Oklahoma City. I know she's watching. So clip this. Okay, now, Colonel West, what do we got going on? You got some awesome event, the Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan Rawhide Roundup. I'm the chair for the Dallas County Republican Party, and we want to have a real nice, fun event. And so we got John Rich, a friend of mine, coming down to do a country concert Thursday, the 12th of September, there at Gillies. And a couple of things that you can win through the auction. You get an opportunity to come shoot with me, and after we shoot, you go over to my house and we grill steaks and eat.
Wow, you can't beat that. That is going to be fun. And then tell the people, where can they find you and how can they support you?
DallasGOP.org. That's the website. And you can find me on all the social media platforms except TikTok, because I don't play with the Communist Chinese Party.
No.
And I'm on Substack as well.
And the TikTok in China, the kids get like math problems and,
Oh, yeah.
But our TikTok, it's like people getting shot.
Debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Ari, where can they find you?
arimannis.com for my upcoming stand-up comedy shows where I promise not to discuss politics. I don't know how I ended up here.
Because you're friends with me.
Because I'm friends with you. No.
And you wanted to rub oil on my back.
That's right. That's right. I came here to touch this man.
Not cool at all, Ari.
I'll tell you some jokes and make you giggle and tickle you.
All right, and then also...
See you in Afghanistan.
See you there.
I love that we were able to connect, and he gave you good advice. You need to start waking up at 4 a.m. if you really want to do it. Also, guys, my episode with Roseanne is out right now. It just released 30 minutes ago, or maybe an hour ago, exactly 6 p.m. Central Time, so when our show started. Go to Rumble and watch that. It's uncensored. Roseanne and I go crazy. And then also, my big announcement, Pimp on a Blimp is opening up for the one, the only Tucker Carlson on September 24th in Fort Worth at the Dickies Arena. Thank you. Biggest event I've ever been a part of. My biological stepfather. Thank you so much for the support. I love you, Tucker. Get your tickets at tuckercarlson.com. If you're in the Metroplex, you definitely want to come to that. Guys, it's been a great episode. Thank you guys for joining us. Always a privilege, and I mean that. Thank you for your service.
My pleasure.
I know our country's, our whole military. No, stop, Ari. I know there's a lot of transgenders in there. I know there's a lot of transgenders in the military, but I still respect the military 100%. Yes. So, all right, guys, we end the show the same way every time with the freestyle finale. DJ, hit the beat. Yo, Colonel West is the best. He will always pass the test. Ari Mannis, what's his deal? Kinda gay, needs to chill. If you wanna be a pimp on a blimp, you gotta eat that shrimp. Go follow Colonel West. He's not related to Kanye West. We love you guys. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I was wrong. I thought he was Kanye's dad. I'm an idiot. But I love you guys. Colonel West is the best. Peace.